Tips, and more tips. What's up, 23% Nation? Coach D is back. And yes, it's Forgiveness Day. And guys, I'm here to offer you quite a lot of advice. So get ready for Coach D's tips. Also, you're still a 3% vegan. Don't forget. All right, tip number one. Watch the 10 videos about how to have a successful Forgiveness Day. As stated earlier in my previous video, there was a situation that popped up on Forgiveness Day and things didn't quite go as planned. So I decided to do a little bit of research and came up with 10 different videos that'll help make your Forgiveness Day run very successfully. Tip number two, be flexible. If your person cannot meet face to face, move to another person or use the indirect approach. As stated earlier, not only does everyone appreciate differently, not only does everyone love differently, but people forgive differently also. That being said, be flexible. I don't know what the situation was. I don't know what the consequences have become, but I will share this with you. The more flexible you are with the other person that you are forgiving, chances are they will be equally flexible with you in the forgiving process. Tip number three, use full disclosure. In other words, tell the complete and utter truth. Leave nothing out. As a matter of fact, when the conversation is completely done with, there should be nothing left on the table. Everything should be out in the clear. Get it? Got it? Good. Tip number four, be quiet and observe. You got to understand something. The person that you are forgiving is probably not in the same emotional frequency that you are currently on. They may still be in fear. They may still be in denial. They may still have feelings of worry and anxiety, and maybe even a little bit of guilt and shame poured along with that. That being said, once you use full disclosure and explain to them why you are forgiving them, then just simply be quiet and observe their reaction. All right? Don't try to interrupt them. Allow them to speak as clearly as you have just spoken. So once again, tip four, be quiet and observe the other person's responses and reactions. Tip number five, read the testimonials. As stated before, hundreds of people have successfully completed Forgiveness Day. So they're sharing their stories with you in hopes that you will learn something. Tip number six, watch the movie The Secret, which, by the way, is all about the law of attraction. So for those of us who want to ward off worry, shame, guilt, fear, all those low frequency emotions, you got to understand that there are some natural laws taking place, one of which is called the law of attraction. So please watch the movie and it'll teach you exactly how to use this law to your benefit. Tip number seven, set aside at least 1 hour for this act of forgiveness. I got to tell you something. There was 1 month when I decided to ask for forgiveness from my cousin, of all people. That ended up turning out to be a 6-hour visit. It actually was a highlight for me in the year 2017. So if it can work for Coach D, surely it can work for you. Tip number 8, understand this, everyone forgives differently, right? So some people will forgive you, some people won't forgive you. Always go into the act with this mentality. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's not about what happened. It's all about you. It's all about you releasing. It's all about you letting go of all of those low frequency emotions that are associated with the event. That being said, understand that some people will forgive you and others won't. Regardless of the situation, this is your opportunity to vibrate higher. Tip number 9, don't stop at one person, keep going. So if forgiving one person makes you feel better, makes you feel as if a whole bunch of stress and weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, then guess what? The more you forgive, the more you'll feel better. Hey, I always say this, develop an attitude of forgiveness. In other words, forgive everyone for everything. Tip number 10, take a chance, step outside of your comfort zone. You know, a lot of people grow very comfortable with living in their comfort zone, meaning they don't like to forgive. They prefer to hold on to a grudge, right? Well, let me ask you this. If you're that type of person, how is that grudge serving you? How is it serving you financially? How is it serving you as far as your relationships are concerned? And also, how is it serving your health? Probably not very well. So take a chance, step outside of your comfort zone and forgive. Tip number 11, follow your intuition when selecting your person. Now, we all have people that we can forgive, right? For whatever they did to us. I get it. But then there's going to be a little voice inside of your head that'll probably lead you to one person over another person. Please listen to that voice. That's your intuition. That's your spirit telling you which direction to go into. Tip number 12, trust the process. In other words, have faith that this act of forgiveness is for your well-being. Tip number 13, if you want to practice more forgiveness, if you really want to dive deep, I highly suggest that you move forward to the intermediate level, if not the advanced level. Guys, I want to thank you for listening. I definitely want to thank you for watching. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. I'm signing out, and always remember, I love you. Yes, on Forgiveness Day. So take care and God bless.